Tell me about that weird creature you saw.
Which?
Our mutual bro was talking about it.
Mm. Uh.
He kind of
Yeah, we were going back from a trail and we saw this fucking thing poke its head up over this, like, I guess it was a stump, but it was a fairly tall stump. Like,
yeah,
it was larger than anything I've seen. And the fucking head was just like right there, almost the size of the tree. I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah, we fucking bailed. Like, we didn't know. I was like, oh, well, as long as I'm running faster than Patrick, I'm gonna live. And then freaking,
short.
I mean, it was getting dark and we couldn't see, but both of us confirmed we've never seen something like that.
Was it like dusk? Well, he said it was dog-like.
Twilight.
I don't remember what. Yeah, twilight. After magic hour, when the sun's kind of down but still bright.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. What was it? Was it dog-like? Like a bear or something? I mean, could it have been like a bear?
Kind of. But no bear here, no.
Yeah, there's bear around.
It was huge, man. This thing was way bigger than a bear.
Oh.
Like...
Really? Bigger than a bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you said it was a stump, so
it
I
would
just
be
thought
like,
it was like a big-ass wolf or
it
something.
It would probably be like 2-3 times tall as me.
Okay.
It's from a stump, dude. And like, I don't know.
So it was like, it wasn't a stump, but like a half a tree?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then, like, as soon as we ran, we heard, rustling, and we're like, holy fuck. And so then we just bailed.
Huh.
I was like, yep, Patrick, I'm sorry.
How far away was it again?
It was like in between the trails, like from the river to the car, or before you get out of the woods.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you were walking along?
I was walking along.
And you saw something in the distance? It was at twilight?
No, okay. So here's a little bit before that.
Okay.
I think it was after school because we both were around middle school or maybe 9th grade at this time. And we went down to the Stanfield. It's called Cliffs. It's just one drop off. And there's a little path that you go. And pretty much it comes down to the river's edge. And that's where we used to go fishing all the time. So around maybe 6 or 7, it started getting dark. And we didn't have flashlights or anything. It started getting really dark really fast. But enough to, see the bushes, see pretty far away. It was, yeah, I guess you could call it twilight. We weren't really looking over there at the time because we were just trying to get out. And then we heard like snaps. But I heard like a grumble.
Huh.
And then I looked over to where it was, and it was right behind that tree. And something... It looked like a bush on the ground at first, and then it stood up, kind of perched itself on to the stump, like leaning up against the stump, and it was almost the same height as the stump when it stood up.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck?
Huh.
And they were just like, boom, we just darted out of there.
Huh.
Well, it was about 15 feet high.
Yeah, that's pretty significant height, really.
And
be intimidating.
Since we saw
were the snaps like a rustling sound of somebody walking about,
No.
No?
It was
like somebody breaking something?
It was like something was there, but not moving at the time. And when we came around that corner, it got startled. Huh? So that's why it stood up. We think those snappings that we heard was kind of like it jumping a little bit, like, oh shit, somebody's coming. Huh. What is that? Huh. Because it didn't sound like it was like stomp, stomp, stomps. It was just like crack, rustle, rustle, crack, then stood up.
Huh.
At the time, I don't know if it was the bushes, But when it was on all fours, if it was on all fours, it was the same size as the bushes in front of it.
Yeah.
Or those bushes might have been it to begin with, but so it was like behind the bushes, and it stood up to get a sense of what our noises were.
Yeah.
This thing was huge,
Huh.
and we saw the twigs on the tree. We saw the leaves. It wasn't too dark that we couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Everything was in shadow, but when we saw it stand up, we got out of there. But this is Stanfield, a little fucking town,
Interesting.
and something so big that could be out there. Even if it was, which I know it wasn't, even if it was a really large cougar that stood up on that stump, that's pretty big for being in that small of wooded area.
Well, there are bear reportings in the area.
It could be a bear too.
Yeah. Stanfield Beast.
Oh God.
The case study.
Beasts.
The show. The word of the day was the subject humanity and all the crazy.
Can I hear myself?
Or sanity.
I don't like that. Speaking of sanity, I don't like that.
Keep that to a minimum. Don't like hearing
It's
myself.
too much insanity.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the sound of their own voice,
I have 15
Whoa.
voices in my head.
especially electrified as it is. I'm like way close, far away.
Way close.
Better
far
now.
away. Whoa.
Yeah.
Stanfield Case Beast Study.
Yeah. So you guys say you were in like 9th grade?
I was 6
Wow.
at the time of my first car crash.
Okay. We'll get back to that one.
We're not in therapy. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah, we were in 9th grade.
I don't fucking know.
We're in 9th grade.
Okay. Sure. We're in 9th grade.
Or 10th grade, maybe.
I don't know. Were we trying to go fishing or what?
Yeah, we had our fishing poles and our backpacks.
We were trying to go fishing.
And our bikes.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the stump? Can you bring that up? I can't use my camera because I've got it out on the time-lapse thing. Capturing a sunset.
Oh yeah, I didn't even show you what it looks like now.
You know what? I'm going to use the sunset time-lapse for the show.
Ooh.
Moving on. But so do you think it could have been like somebody pushing up a branch full of leaves? I had that thought today for some reason.
No.
I mean, do you think it could have been a person at all?
No, there's no way.
Yeah. No.
Huh.
That was not a person.
I remember going over there and
You know what it wasn't, though?
a person.
Damn it.
Can't confuse me, see.